Hey friends, Miss Marilyn here. I am so happy to see you again because we have yet another fun week of art. Are you ready for it? Wow, you really have been busy bees lately in art because you made bumblebees, and last week you made some pretty amazing rainbows. Wow. I loved your rainbow so much, I even put on a rainbow sweater to celebrate. Let's have a look at some of the rainbows that our friends in the ECC community made last week.
Look at all these colors and textures. The ECC community sure is creative. I loved these rainbows so much.
Bravo, those were some awesome creative rainbows. I love it. And we can really see that we're part of a community, just like a little animal that's yellow and black and buzzes around. Were you thinking of a bumblebee? Yes, with Miss Charmine, you've been talking a lot about bees and their communities. And in art, we are going to do a bee project again this week. So far, we've talked about how bees live in communities, but in art, we haven't yet talked about how important flowers are to bees. Why is that?
Bees are great pollinators. That means they travel from flower to flower and they help the plants grow. Another thing we know about bees is that they live in communities. This right here is a beehive, and it looks like it was somebody's art project. Beehives are amazing, and they are full of bees. Another thing I love about bees is that they make honey. Mmm, delicious. But for today's art project, we are going to focus on flowers because flowers are such an important friend to bees, and bees are an important friend to flowers.
So, in today's art lesson, we are going to talk about flowers, and you are going to make some beautiful flowers for your buzzy bumblebee.
Today, we are going to make a special kind of flower. This flower is called a delphinium. What do you notice about the shape of this flower? Did you say that it's really tall? Yeah, it grows really, really tall, vertically. And these flowers are friends to bees, and bees are friends to these flowers. Here are some examples of art projects of delphiniums that other children have made. So we are going to do a project like this today.
Whoa, I think I just turned into a flower. Okay, let's take a look at the different materials that you are going to need today. So for today's materials, you are going to need some paper. I have colorful paper, but if you use just white paper or even cardboard, that is fine. So first thing, paper. You will also need some paint. Tempera paint is great because it's washable. If you only have acrylic paint, that'll work too. Just make sure you wash your hands right away after. And a brush for the first step. I'm also going to use chalk for the first step. You do not have to do that if you do not want to, or if you don't have chalk, that's fine. If you want to add decorations, feel free. I will not stop you with glitter and fun stuff.
I decided that I wanted to use yellow paper. And just to give it a little bit of texture, I'm going to use chalk first. So I'm going to take a piece of blue chalk, putting it on the side, and just creating some nice texture for my background. You do not have to do this step. I liked how it looked for mine, but you are the artist. Next, I'm going to make some flowers. So the stems of the flowers, I'm going to mix together blue and yellow to make green. And I'm going to make my lines going up and down with my paint. Now I'm going to do two. You can do more than that if you want. So here are my two lines, and then I thought it would be a nice idea to add leaves. You do not have to add leaves if you do not want to. Again, you're the artist, so be creative and make it your own however you want.
All right, now that I have this step done, I am ready to add some paint with my fingers. I am going to be adding the flowers. So first I'm going to start with, how about this neon bright color, like orangish, reddish, pinkish? And I am just going to tap my finger and make the flowers. Wow. And when I'm ready to change colors, my finger is still a little bit orange, so I don't want to dip it in my white, for example. I forgot to mention this, but you might want to have a napkin or something to wipe your finger on so that it's pretty clean so that you can go and add the next color. So I'm just going to keep adding and adding and adding all of my flowers. I'm going to put on some music and I'll see you on the other side. And maybe you have a curious cat that likes to watch. Look, I'm all finished with my flowers and I think they turned out pretty beautiful. And remember, you're the artist, so you don't have to copy me. You can do more than 2 flowers if you want. And when you're finished, if you want to add fun decorations or glitter, absolutely you can. Wow, that was so fun painting beautiful flowers, and I hope that you have so much fun with this project too.
And don't forget, it is so important to help with clean up when you are all finished.
Please send me your artwork to Google Classroom. I would love to see the flowers that you make. Well, that was fun. I miss you guys a lot, and I'm sending you a hug and a kiss, as always, and have fun with your art project, okay? I'll see you soon. Bye.